I not only had a group interview, I had to do a presentation. And in order for me to get the bonus that wasn't even promoted, but I was able to talk to why I should receive a bonus when I went into the company, I was able to get one. So communicating effectively is so important. And I'm targeting now for the Speakeasy online version, people who are graduating or about to graduate, because you're going to be interviewing and you want a job that's going to pay more than just barely your student loans. And the best way to do that is to be able to speak easy. So the Speakeasy Cyber version is live now.
It's live.
It's live now.
Live now.
It is live now. Let me just put it. So you go to worldclasstraining.net/speakeasy to
worldclasstraining.net.
Yes. Have you done any interviewing?
Yeah, I've done a few interviews. But see, I'm not new to talking to people, so that's easy for me.
Okay.
But for other people, when they ask me, how do you get up in there and you just talk? How do you get up in there and you present yourself? How do you show them who you are?
Right.
It's hard for me to explain to them how to do something that comes easy to me. So I'm even interested in learning more so I can help others.
Yes, that is so powerful too, because for me too, when someone first asked me to do the live, they were like, I hate speaking in public. Yeah. And because I've been doing it for so many years, it sounded foreign to me
that people
don't know how or people are uncomfortable with this. But it is a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Allow me to interject before I give our shout outs to our sponsors. It is documented scientifically that the next worst thing to death is speaking publicly.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
I know.
Because I grew up in Sunday school at 4 years old.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Get out there.
Exactly.
What did you talk about today? I'm going to let it shine. Color your picture.
We're good there.
I'm going to tell all day long. All day long. Yeah.
And then I became a teacher,
right,
and a pastor,
right.
So my line of work and my strength zone is communicating.
Exactly.
But I can always get better.
Always,
absolutely.
LeBron got better.
That's true.
Steph Curry gets better.
That's so true.
And as we get better, we can help others get better.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm seeing it the most is in the classroom.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to present; they're not comfortable.
They are not comfortable, and they don't know the order of things. So this class is actually going to provide 14 different segments that they can take over a 2-week period. They're able to take some assessments, do their own recording, because yes, it helps with the outline of a speech or outline of a presentation, because some people can talk, but they're not hitting the marks.
That part.
They're not hitting the marks
Under-delivering.
because they're not under-delivering.
Come
so they're
on.
under-delivering. So yeah. So yeah, thank you for the opportunity to really talk about that, because it is so important. And I'm finding, especially in this internet world, I say to myself now, the best way to scare somebody is to tell them to call me, because I know
they can text all day.
They can text all day, but when I say, "Hey, call me," I know I can get rid of somebody, because people do not want to talk; they just want to write it out. But there's so much lost in the translation. Yes.
The how you receive it.
Yeah,
everything.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. That's
all right, Jazz. I'm coming back to what's lost.
Yes.
Jazz, what do you have in your hand? What's the advertisement?
All right. Fifth Sunday Gospel Brunch, Sunday, October 29th, from 2 to 4 p.m. It is at the Butterfly Garden Brunch and Events. 6917 Lenox Village Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37211.
Yes.
The menu as of right now is looking like biscuits and gravy, shrimp and grits, fried chicken, fried catfish, mac and cheese, greens, candy yams, and more.
Oh my
You can get your tickets at www.butterflygardenbrunch.com.
Yes.
It is the Fifth Sunday Gospel Brunch.
Have y'all eaten at the Butterfly Garden?
What time, Jazz?
2 to 4 p.m.
I've never eaten there.
It is so. Have you?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yes,
I've never been there.
So delicious. I didn't see that on here, but they have. It's probably gonna be the shrimp and grits instead, but they have this crawfish etouffee gravy type thing that they serve over the grits. It is so.
No, you
good.
fine.
Oh yes.
Let me show you what you communicated. You communicated a menu.
Yes.
But your mannerisms was changed.
Yes.
You know how to talk.
When you were talking about crawfish etouffee, and I'm trying to keep my sanity over here.
You not have an image of what
Right. But that's communication, though.
That's communication.
While we just playing.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
The emotive part of that.
Yes.
Something I don't even want right now.
Yes.
But guess what I want to eat when we leave here?
Crawfish.
Some crawfish.
Because you was all in it, Jazz mouth was watering over there. And I'm like, Jazz is over there. She ready to eat, and you was a natural, and it was just coming out of your mouth.
Yes.
And I'm like, can I do
Can
that?
I get some
Right.
of this?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I was watching. I watch LinkedIn a lot, and I saw somebody say today, "What's the difference between a $5 glass of whiskey and a $50 glass or bottle?" He said, $5 bottle and a $50 bottle. And he said,
Presentation.
I was going.
"It's in the story." He said, "It's in the story."
Ooh, so let's back up. Back that up. Back that up. Real. Slow it down because the shift just happened right there.
Shit. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's the difference
Yep.
between a $5
bottle
and a $50?
Yep.
And the answer was, it's in the what?
It's in the story.
Did you just First, give it unto God who's the head of my life.
You're so crazy.
No.
True.
Because y'all know where I stand when it comes to listening. I've even taught the levels of listening. It's in the story.
It's in the story.
If you're just able to package and present your story, the value increases.
And the value increases. That's it. That's what we're talking about. Yep.
It's in the story.
It's in the story.
And what he highlighted was the Uncle Nearest story.
The story.
And he said, the Uncle Nearest brand whiskey, he said it's good. It's tasty.
But it's in the story.
But the reason exactly that they have done as well as they have is because they have a powerful
story.
The story
So
connected to it.
you have a $5 message.
Right.
And it will stay $5.
That's right. Exactly.
Because you don't know how to tell the story.
That's right.
But there's an audience that values your story
Come on.
beyond $5.
Come on.
Yes.
But because you only a $5 storyteller,
$5
that's all you will get in life is $5.
That's it.
And actually less than that.
That's right.
Because it's rare that I will actually reward you at the value of your worth.
Right. That's
Listen.
right. Well, if you don't know your worth. Because you gotta know your worth to be able to tell the right story about it. Like I said about when I got the bonus from the last job that I had, they didn't have a bonus advertised for somebody who's hiring. Exactly. But the reason that I got it was because I was able to prove up who I was and what I was worth. Because I had to believe it first and then tell the right story. So yes, you were absolutely right.
Almighty.
Yep.
So I've taken a $5 message.
$5 message.
Packaged the story, presented the story.
Right.
Now
It's a $50 value.
It's the value automatically increases.
Exactly.
$50 value.
But I'm not aware of the increase in value because I have not gone through the process to package and present.
Exactly. That's
That
right.
part.
That's part. That part. That part.
That part.
It's all in the presentation.
Etouffee.
You being able
oh my God.
on.
They had etouffee. Have you had the crawfish etouffee? We here though.
We here.
Delivery,
That's
though,
true.
I said,
Right,
man,
right.
That might be good.
Right. Jazz is over there like, oh my God.
I was like, dang, I'm about to try that.
Right.
My mouth dry.
Right. Presentation.
Yeah. That's true.
It was in the delivery.
That's all it was. So everybody out there, Jazz is going to give a shout out one more time and we're going to switch gears because this is how Down and Out flows on the Leaders Lounge. Jazz, where can they go the 5th Sunday in this month for brunch?
5th Sunday of the month. Sunday, October 29th, 2 to 4 p.m. Butterfly Garden Brunch and Events. 6917 Lenox Village Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37211. Biscuits and gravy, shrimp.
Yo, listen to her.
Tell it.
She's right. She's
catfish, mac and cheese, greens, candy yams.
Yes.
Tickets available at www.butterflygardenbrunch.com.
Yes.
You helped me
Is
today.
there going to be someone singing at that?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Okay, maybe.
When we next show, we'll ask Lady.
Yeah. Okay.
Help me out, Jazz.
Yeah.
What is lost? You mentioned about something being lost when we are not effective communicators.
What is lost?
Yeah, what is lost?
The translation is lost. Because communication, I always say the reason it's called a dialogue is because
two.
The root word is from two.
Yeah, two.
So if I'm just communicating
Those
and the receptor is not, it's not connecting.
Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah wah wah.
Wah wah wah.
That's all we heard.
That's
wah
it.
wah wah.
That's right.
Wah 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 wah. Wah wah wah. Yes, ma'am. And with Charlie Brown, we never fully engaged.
That's right.
In listening to her.
No. Never.
The translation is lost. Did you hear what you said?
Yeah. The translation is lost.
I'm finna drop y'all a bombshell.
What?
Maybe that's the challenge in relationships.
Maybe. Don't make me run out this room.
Facts.
That maybe.
The translation gets lost.
The translation gets lost.
I'm a man.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm communicating to you something visual.
Mm-hmm.
You're communicating to me something emotional.
Mm-hmm.
We lost.
Wow, wow, wow.
We lost.
Wow. We're lost.
We're lost. And that's one thing too, not to totally keep tying this in, but that's one thing that we even talk about in this is that you have auditory, kinesthetic, visual, rewrite types of learners or listeners. Mm-hmm. And so to your point, because I'm going to just use the stereotypical way, as women, we're more on the emotional side. Mm-hmm. And so if we're just hitting you straight with our emotional piece, but we're not speaking to what moves you, which is the tactical or the factual piece, then you're not going to be moved. And the converse is true for a man talking to a woman. If you're just coming straight tactically and you're not speaking right. So we have to, I always say the power is not just in who you are, but to whom you're speaking. And so on the male side, you got to wrap it in a little more emotion, and women have to wrap it more tactically, so that not totally losing who we are, but being able to shape it in a way that moves it forward, but still keeps us true to ourselves, integrous. So yes, yeah, it's
love it.
That's
that got you there.
I wish y'all was in the studio.
Yes,
with us.
yes,
I really
that's
do.
it.
The energy's good.
Yeah,
right. Have you found that to be the truth too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
And how you're communicating to, and then it's just lost,
it's
not.
But I never thought about how I'm not being the tactical that you need.
Right. Yeah.
Not providing that so that way you understand. I'm just expecting you to tap into your emotions so I understand.
Right. Exactly.
That's
right.
Translation is what?
Lost.
Translation is lost. Right. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story.
It's a story. $5 or $50. Boom. If you gonna tell it on this show, it better be $50.
Exactly.
Package it.
We gonna package it. So there was a gentleman who was coming to fix my garbage disposal who only spoke Spanish.
Okay.
And I didn't know that by looking at him, but when I said whatever I said, something to him about coming to fix it. He told me so he pulled out his phone and he had to put in what he was saying in Spanish and let it translate into English so that we could connect. He had to speak in a way that mattered to me so that I could understand, and then I had to put it back in the phone so it translated in a way that he could understand back to Spanish. This is just a simple example of how, yes, in order for us to be able to make the whole greater than the sum of its parts,
make the whole greater
than the sum of its parts.
Right.
Wow.
So the individual parts are I'm speaking, he's speaking. The whole becomes communication when we're able to understand each other.
I love it.
I wasn't ready for this.
Because
we had something, but we got to flow.
But we got to flow. And
that's the growth. That's growth.
This is growth. Exactly.
So Jazz understands now the dynamic of being a listener and being aware in the moment.
Right.
To hear.
Yes.
When I have faulty communication.
Right.
It flows freely, but it's still faulty.
It's faulty.
Because what flowed from me freely is faulty to you.
Right.
My goodness.
That's right.
Thank God.
Not just in your interviews.
That's not.
No, in life. This is life skills. That's absolutely right. This is about life.
But thank God for the maker of the app who's
come on
able to help us translate.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get so tied up in my emotions of you not understanding.
Right.
the translation gets lost.
That the translation gets
That the
lost.
translation gets off. But now see, I'm about to go to the book.
Listen.
So if we tap into the app of God, he says, in all thy getting,
Get what?
Get some understanding.
that
Which
part.
comes through a story being told.
A $5 or $50.
Right.
$50.
What audience? Who are you speaking to?
Who are you speaking to? Yep. Right.
Who are you speaking? But let me share this with the listeners. Just because you're dealing with a $5 audience, don't dismiss or diminish your $50 message.
I was gonna say that. I said, don't belittle your message.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Like Jazz, y'all, she's
Right.
a sportsman. Sometimes we just play to the level of competition.
Right.
We playing this little
Right.
Rudy Poo school. So we out here just.
Right.
But you injure yourself. You might develop a bad habit in the moment where
My
you need to be
goodness.
perfecting a discipline.
Yep. In fact, sometimes it takes more work. It takes more work to be less than.
Yeah.
Shut
Yeah,
up!
it do.
What did you just say?
It do.
It really, yeah.
It takes what?
more work
Take
to
more
be
work
less
to
than.
be less than.
Say
Yeah.
that 2 times.
It takes more work to be less than.
Say it one more time.
It takes more work to be less than.
If y'all trying to be in the studio, y'all just go to my Instagram. At Jazz BB Adams right now.
yes,
What?
yes.
It takes more work for me to shuck and jive
Yes.
than it does for me to be perfect the craft.
Yes. Because when you know you're better and you're walking in less, it just feels incongruent in your spirit. I've had that happen where I'm just feeling off because,
Make you feel afflicted.
right.
Because you
Because
I
you're trying to
know
match what's.
I'm an
the-
A class level, but I'm trying. Even when I walk fast. You've been out there with me.
too
And if I
fast
walk
for
with
me,
people-
y'all.
No, I don't.
Yes,
No.
it does.
But if I walk with people too slow,
You throw
it
you
throws
off,
me
your
off.
groove
It throws me too far off. So I just either I can't walk with y'all, or y'all go ahead far enough ahead where I can walk at a pace that's comfortable. And so that's the same thing with us in life. If we're walking with people who are not matching our rhythm, it will throw us
Oh
off.
my goodness.
Yes.
Be careful who you walking with.
Ooh.
Their pace ain't yours. Isn't yours.
No. And it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
We can walk. So help me, Jazz, Don, help me to communicate how we're going to walk together but be separate while walking.
Well,
Because you walk faster than I do.
Right.
But we have to walk together.
we have to walk together.
But it needs to be communicated that we're walking together, but we're going to walk separately.
Yes. We're going to the same place. I gotta go at this pace.
I just
and
have to
you're
go
going
at this pace, and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, but that's not what I wanted.
That's not what you wanted to walk together. Yeah.
I wanted to do. I needed to. Yeah.
At a certain point,
Yeah.
we gotta figure that
But can you? Are you?
we
Are
may not be
you
able to be in the
though
same race.
ready to communicate to me without losing your emotions?
See, that's where it is, and that's why we don't communicate.
Right.
That's
So-
why we won't.
So you just
Right.
walk off and leave me
Right.
with
they
this
think
attitude,
you're bad.
Right. Exactly. Right.
and I get the backlash.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you, Holy Ghost. I get the backlash of your progress.
Or lack thereof.
Because there was no communication.
Right. Right.
Wow. Wait a minute. I get the backlash
Yes.
of your progress.
Right.
While some people are moving faster in life than you, that's okay.
Yes.
But be sure and very sure that the backlash that you receive from them does not hinder you.
Right.
It's you're moving too.
You're moving too.
Yeah.
But when I get the backlash of your progress, I tend to disconnect. Just me personally, as a man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, as a person, I think
As
we're
a
all
man, just get out of here. I
No,
don't
I
want to
think-
deal with you all today.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something else.
Yeah.
Right.
And I live in an emotional space when I receive the backlash that's really toxic and unhealthy.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Right.
And when it's time for me to communicate from that experience, I become more like Cain. Mm-hmm. And when the presence of God shows up, I offer God a disconnected spirit and dysfunction.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all like, yeah.
No, because everything you're saying is right.
Yeah.
It's all 100% the way it shows up.
Absolutely. And it's the same on our end too.
Yeah.
As women, if we know that we're moving at this pace and you're moving too slow, if I can't communicate that to you, I'm either going to stop moving so I'm with you, which is going to make me mad, or because I haven't communicated that I'm going to go on and let you go at your pace, I'm mad about that.
That's
so
right.
either way, I'm dishing out backlash.
Right, exactly.
And I'm mad at that.
Wow.
So by the time I get there and the Holy Spirit come and visit me there, I'm giving him attitude and fault for even being at the place I asked him to get to.
Exactly.
I can't even receive it the way he wanted me to.
That's right.
Because I was mad on the journey because you weren't with me.
Right.
So the story that's being told, which could have been a $500 story, now has diminished to just $5.
All the way down.
$5, exactly.
All the way
because
down.
we have failed to communicate, and the communication ties first in what matters. We always think about what matters to us, but what matters to the person. If we're each thinking about...
I was just about to say, before we even start walking, we need to talk about this walk.
Right. That part.
That way I know what pace you even starting at. And you know what pace I'm starting at.
That's right. Exactly.
We just get together and we just start walking.
We
haven't talked about
anything.
I've been walking for 10 years. You've been walking for 5, and I didn't know that.
Girl.
And I didn't know that.
And I didn't know that.
Nor did you tell me that. Neither one of us.
So I'm out here
thinking we finna walk this walk together.
Right.
There's no way possible.
There's no way. We ain't even talked about the
you
walk.
don't even have the skill set to
or
get
endurance
there. Or endurance. Oh my goodness.
Or endurance to even keep up.
The will, the endurance, none of it. Exactly.
Skill, will, and endurance.
So.
Word of God for the people of God.
Skill,
will,
and endurance.
That part.
It was the skill, endurance, and will. Yeah. So, wow. What can you sow into me?
Right.
Without us distorting the story.
Yes.
Without us distorting the story. Right.
Yes.
But the story can actually be better
with clear communication.
Mm-hmm. And us understanding what we're each pouring into it that can strengthen, again, the whole.
You big on this whole thing.
Yeah. Because that's what it's about.
You can't do anything with just a half.
Exactly. That's it.
You need another half.
50% is an F.
Come on, 10 bond.
Any test I took.
10, 5 and 5.
That's it.
6 and 4. 3 and 7.
It ain't adding up.
8 and 2. Like you gotta have a
9 and 1.
Come on, right.
Somebody.
Somewhere.
If they're without the other part, you don't even make the whole.
Communicate to me being a 9. I wish we had time.
Man.
Communicate being a 9. And I'm just a 1.
And realizing together we're 10.
But standing beside you, I feel so insignificant because I'm the 1 and you're the 9.
So, yeah. And that's something that personally that individual has to deal with. And that can be a challenge a lot of times. Yeah. Because they recognize, I'm dealing with a 9. I'm just a 1.
And you either going to be stuck in the mindset of being the 1 or realize together we are 10.
Yeah. That's right. Exactly.
Listen, y'all, we are out of time, and it's just getting good for me. Don, how can we get to Speakeasy Conference?
WorldClassTraining.net/Speakeasy. It's actually an online course, so it's not a conference. You can take it at your leisure. You get a certificate, 14 sections, I should say, not sessions, because I don't want people to get too overwhelmed by it. But there are video sections, exactly. You take 2 assessments, and you are able to do your own video at the end as a wrap-up so that you get a template so that you can plan your communications going forward. So, yes, you walk away with all of that.
Yeah.
And for students, it's $50 off So
Okay.
with cold payday, I didn't say that.
And we're
But I
trying to
put
get
it
to
in here,
MTSU. She's
PAY.
an MTSU student.
PAY.
See?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
See how
yeah,
God
we just
worked that
delivered
thing out?
something to TSU yesterday.
Nice.
MTSU.
Yeah. Oh, MTSU.
No,
Oh, I'll
she's
be at
MTSU.
MTSU.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be at MTSU tomorrow.
Nice.
Well,
You guys are
you
having a
going?
career fair of course.
There is,
Yeah,
there
1 to
is
4.
one.
There's
Yep.
a career fair from 1 to 4, so I'll be there tomorrow.
And you gonna be there
but
tomorrow?
yes.
For 1 to 4?
I don't
Unfortunately,
think it's in
won't.
your area. I don't,
Yeah.
What's your major?
I'm in early childhood education.
Yeah, I can't remember the majors, and I didn't even know your major, but I just knew that it
Y'all
was
keep
only
talking.
like
We're
a small
signing off. It's been the
segment,
Yak.
but
Yolanda, Cornelius
Yeah,
show.
see you next time.
Thank you.